On Thursday, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to punish the International Criminal Court because it issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former defense minister regarding Israel's actions in Gaza. The vote was 243 to 140 in support of the Illegitimate Court Counteraction Act. This law would punish any foreigner who looks into, arrests, holds, or takes legal action against U.S. citizens or citizens from allied countries like Israel if they are not part of the court. A total of 45 Democrats supported the bill along with 198 Republicans. All the Republicans voted in favor of it. Representative Brian Mast, the Republican chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, stated in a speech before the vote, "America is making this law because a dishonest court is trying to arrest the prime minister of our close ally, Israel." The House vote, one of the first since the new Congress started last week, showed that President-elect Donald Trump's fellow Republicans strongly support Israel's government, especially now that they hold power in both parts of Congress. The ICC did not reply right away to a request for their opinion. In 2020, Trump's first administration placed sanctions on the International Criminal Court because the court was looking into war crimes in Afghanistan. This included claims that U.S. citizens had committed torture. President Joe Biden's administration removed those sanctions. However, in May of last year, Secretary of State Antony Blinken mentioned that they were open to working with Congress to possibly create new sanctions on the ICC because the prosecutor asked for arrest warrants for Israeli leaders. 5 years ago, Fatou Bensouda, who was the ICC prosecutor at the time, along with other staff members, had their credit cards and bank accounts frozen, and they faced difficulties traveling to the U.S. The new rules approved by the U.S. House also allow for action against people who help the court. In December, Judge Tomoko Akani, the president of the court, warned the 125-member countries of the ICC that these actions would quickly hurt the court's work in all cases and could threaten its survival. Trump will take the oath of office for his second term as president on January 20th. John Thune, the new Republican majority leader in the Senate, has promised to quickly review the sanctions bill. This way, Trump can sign it into law soon after he takes office. The ICC is a permanent court that can hold people accountable for war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocide, and acts of aggression committed in member countries or by their citizens. The court stated that its choice to seek arrest warrants for the Israeli officials follows its usual method in all cases. This decision came after the prosecutor determined that there was sufficient evidence to move forward. The court believes that asking for these warrants right away can help stop further crimes from happening. Republican members of Congress have been criticizing the International Criminal Court since it issued arrest warrants for Netanyahu and former defense chief Yoav Gallant. They are accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity related to the ongoing conflict in Gaza, which has lasted 15 months. Israel rejects the claims. In June, the Republican-controlled House approved a law to impose penalties on the ICC, but the Senate, which was then led by a Democratic majority, never discussed the proposal.